SpeedGaming presents the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament, and today we bring you game number 2 of this best of 3 series in the round of 32 between fcoughlin and bogiesmalls, the rematch from the SpeedGaming Live 2021 tournament. I'm Adirondack Rick, being joined by Fearon Burgundy. How are you doing?
Doing all right, even with a vowel or two out of place. Fearon Burgundy. It happens. It happens to everybody. That notwithstanding, we've got a great matchup here for you this evening. Fred Coughlin, bogiesmalls. This is game 2 in the best of 3. Takes 2 wins, 2 games, 1 to win the match. So Fred has the advantage here. A win here tonight. And Fred will move on to the round of 16. A bogey win, and we go immediately to a game 3 right after this.
That's right. This could be a potential of a double header as the countdown starts to reach. And here we go. We are underway. We start off in the force, which gets us quick access. Holy cow, that was loud.
Looks like we have the wand as the coast item. As we're working on some audio adjustments. Also some pricey bombs as well. 31 rupees for the bomb price.
I think we can now be heard by the people in the channel. So, as you've mentioned before, because Fred has the advantage, he can win this one and end this round of 32 series. But bogiesmalls does not want to go down easily. And we will see what we have every now and then on the screen here for Fred. Vanilla mid-secret for 30.
Gambling game, not going to play.
Why would you?
At this juncture, no real reason. Maybe thrill, adventure, that's about it.
So we have Goriaza on the overworld, which can get a little dangerous because those boomerangs do hurt. We see a candle for sale, 71 rupees, which is 11 more than the vanilla price.
And the hilarious cruelty of the game, the bombs cost 31 and the mid-secret is 30.
That's a cruel screen right there. So we have our warps. No, that's even more cruel.
So one of the potential blocks is already locked out here.
Technically, you could get back into that and go down. Oh!
Well,
I guess we really don't care about that wood sword anymore. If we can find the location of it, that gets us a free candle. Fred sustaining a death, however, he did get the white sword before taking that death. Does do a save, so he can keep his progress in his 30 rupees, so he can do a retry if necessary. bogiesmalls fighting that the large secret is 71 rupees.
I had to figure out how to tweak this, so I guess I have to ask, did somebody say white?
No, get it right, Fearon. Did somebody say Betty? Now, you've got that opportunity. Would you like to try that again?
Sure, if you want to get another shot with the whole Fearon thing. But no, did somebody say Betty?
Thank you very much, Fearon. Candle purchase for bogiesmalls, and this is extremely interesting.
Alright, we'll go with a mnemonic device here. So, Not that they're very common anymore, but mink coats or mink stoles, if you were to don one, you'd be putting a fur on. That's
okay, Firon. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We'll call you now we're just doing that to just twist the knife, and we're not gonna go ahead and do that. So we have found 2 of our swords. Not one of them is the wooden sword. Fred's finding out that level 6 is filled with dark nuts and Bull's voice, and well, that's usually what you find inside of level 6 anyway. And the Bull's voice are giving Fred the how do you do. You know, I think chat's calling us out for the fact that I misspoke about your name twice now, or now 3 times. Now, what do you have to say about that level 6 map?
If there were a couple of more blots connecting it, I would think that it would be some sort of a Thanksgiving Day parade float.
Instead, that one room that is disconnected is absolutely going to be awful.
I could see it containing a Triforce.
I can see that room over to the right that's blocked by the ladder also containing the Triforce too. Now, these are tough rooms to be dealing with on 3 hearts, especially considering the fact that 3 out of the 4 enemies in this... Oh, that's a nice clock right there for Fred. I was going to say 3 out of the 4 enemies in that room can go ahead and kill you with 1 shot.
Arrows in the mix down near the bottom.
We'll be finding level 7 here in the forest. Fred, trying to stay alive against the blue dark nuts, did get a heart drop or a fairy drop, we don't know which one. Finds out that that block does not push. And I guess we should address the issue here with Fred, Ferran, and that is the fact that Fred did warn that he is suffering through a lot of frame drops, and as such, we're getting the random cutouts for him.
Oh, we see a transport staircase in 6. Gonna keep on moving.
Yeah, considering the fact that Fred put the effort to getting through there, I think, I just don't. I don't know. What's your thoughts at this point in time? This feels like a very dangerous 6 to be sinking a lot of time in early.
Given the enemy set, it definitely feels challenging. Maybe there's that confidence with the combat, and the white sword is able to get to bomb hole and not have to worry about the dig dogger. But now it looks like we've got a take any here on Bogey's side.
Looks
At this
like
point,
Fred
though, yeah, it feels like Fred is pot committed, though. I mean, he's already been in, what, 15 rooms thus far in this 6?
Yeah, I mean, if he pulls out something nice and Bogey doesn't spend the time dealing with this level 6, then that potentially gives Fred an advantage. But we'll see what winds up happening. Of course, Fred does have a game to play with that win in game number 1. Alright, is this the item? Or did Fred not take that transport?
Well, there's the Triforce, and it's the Coast Heart in 6.
Alright, so not necessarily the best result here for Fred, but he will walk out of here with the Triforce.
So 9.5 minutes in, Fred the first to get a Triforce.
Fred picking up the candle right there at the Take Any. I think he does not want to let too much more time go by without having a candle in the arsenal. And unfortunately, bogiesmalls is taking a death at the top of the waterfall. Before he could get inside there, the gorillas showing why they're dangerous.
We've got a HUD clip on Fred's side.
And we have a reset here by Bogey, as I think he's now trying to set himself up to get another bomb drop on the first kill. Although he abandoned that play immediately. Although he may have just soft-locked himself too, I don't know, but yeah. Alright, so we were told that he ended up getting a soft-lock situation. Alright, so Fred, maybe he will get past the gorillas. See what we're in the waterfall cave.
It looks like those upper areas were a whole lot of nothing. A pair of door repairs, as Fred went from 52 rupees down to 12.
And Fred got bananaed as well. Seems like the gorillas always knew when you're walking by them.
Bogey with
It's a
another
fairy.
Take Any.
And that's one of our large secrets up there on the top of the waterfall. You also have to think, Farhan, that the frame drops that Fred is suffering is annoying him too.
Yeah, just knowing that there's the technological hiccup while you're on display, it can be a bit of a distraction. It can certainly affect your mindset because it's in the back of your mind.
And showing up on your OBS too as well. That flashing red light is not necessarily a fun thing to be seeing when you're trying to do a stream, especially in a tournament match. Fred is showing us where the other of the Take Any's go, and it looks like we head ourselves over towards the River Cave, as well as the Desert Shop, as it's called.
I'll let her pick up on Fred's side. Bogey now with a small secret.
And Fred finding himself level 7. So it'll be interesting to see how much of this level 7 Fred decides to dig. It does look like that the Pole's voice turned out to be our community enemy. They're going to be in 2 different of the dungeon sets. So I'll tell you what, the arrow purchase might be a good idea here for our runners here, knowing how many Pole's voice dungeons we're going to be getting.
drawback to that is we'll have chat rooting for the bow to be in whatever the last of the dungeons is that they find between the two runners.
Now, chat's rooting for the raft to the power bracelet to the recorder required seed. Fred doing the dance of the fireballs here. Nice kill. What in the world is this 7?
Yikes.
Yeah, I think that's about my summary of this level 7. It looks like level 7 kind of morphed.
Morphed and melted a little bit, only 30 rooms of trouble, terror, and torture.
Fred fighting an enemy that he can't kill right now because of his lack of bombs. And Bogey getting back to the spot of the death just a moment ago. Now with a little more health to take care of these gorillas and a little more patience. And we'll get the 71 rupees as a result as he burns himself to give himself invincibility frames. Oh!
Oh.
No! You hate to see that. Bombs on the floor, Fred needs them badly, and he can't pick them up because of how far up they are.
How rude indeed.
Well, this is interesting. That's a double block room, which could possibly be a staircase. Of course, this could be a staircase room too. That goal is a little more frightening in the fact that since we don't have any bombs, we kind of want to get into that to find out, but we don't know anything. Fortunately, Fred taking a death here in that 7.
Yeah, a little link hug. Nice little Dodongo dodge, and right back at it. Bogey now grappling with gorillas up in Spectacle Rock.
And Fred finding something he doesn't want to pay right there, the door repair, or the mugger. Up here on the hills of Death Mountain lies level 5. And there's Death. Hi, Lamola.
I mean, it is up on Death Mountain for a reason.
These little slambolas are going down easy. Oh! Hi! Pain and suffering incoming. Oh, you know, trying to wait these whiz ropes out. Trying to get to that key. Trying to do the dance. Picks up the key. And takes the death, but the death at this point becoming less important because he was able to pick up that key. But the unfortunate thing is that Lamola comes back.
Nice little replenishment there, and yep, once you take out one of those, you can just leave the room and they'll both be gone.
But it's now going to be back again.
Yeah, 3 hearts tend to go quickly when you have those blue Wizrobe beams. Fred picking up a heart. That's the take any by the vanilla start.
Oh, nice to get through there without taking any damage, Bogey. Oh dear.
Wow, timely fairy pickup.
And sadly, Bogey does not get a key for his troubles and will have to come back to this level 5 a little bit later on. Another of the mid-secrets right there. And... ooh, that's a tough one to take.
Just a little bit of a snipe.
I just realized that Bogey is not playing with the heart beeps on.
And I think a lot of us are thankful.
I mean, I can understand people not liking the sound of the beeping, but it is definitely a tool that I usually use to be like, oh, I'm almost dead, because it almost happens way too much to me. Wow. Fred found level 9. Right in the Lost Wood, or the Dead Woods. And Bogey finding a take any. And now does reset to get the global counter back to 0.
And hello, neighbor, there is level 8.
And we shouldn't be surprised about the shape of this level 8, but this almost looks like a chorizo statue from Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's beautiful call.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Fred bails on this level 8 with that 2-room Triforce. I'm getting people riled up for mispronouncing everything tonight. Chozo statue, I think it's called. Bogey's ran the district of level 9 as well, so soon we'll see this level 8. Fred buying a key, which is a really good decision, and now we finally find our wood sword down here in the southwest corner.
Oh man, the Deadwood seem to be alive with levels here as level 1 now on Fred's side.
And they have witch robes. Bogey is going to go through this level 8. At least a few more rooms into there, knowing where that Triforce is. Trying to see if he can't at least get one of these items out of this level.
heart container in the next room. Not a terrible thing.
A dig dogger in the next room, in a room that could very well be a block room. And Fred getting up on top of the blocks, and that's rude, but that fairy right now would be a death trap.
And it is.
Case in point. Any enemy that does 2 hearts of damage, those fairies are more of a death trap than they are actual beneficial enemies to try to grab that fairy against. Red Wizrobes did roll up. But whoa!
Wow.
Fred buys the wood arrows, now gets the silvers. Also, this level 1 by 1 block is a disconnected level.
Yep, a little bit of a segment here. We'll see if that comes into play for anything. We did have the basement item already. There is still a floor item here in 1.
Always good news when you kill the virus. There's the Triforce. Fred's not going to pick it up just yet, which means he's going to have to still do some work in that room. It's like bogiesmalls has decided to walk away from this level 8 after having spent some time in there. This level 1's enemy set is almost vanilla Wizrobe set. Almost. The samples aren't part of it, but everything else is.
Vanilla-ish, I suppose. Oh good, another key.
Usually, level 1 bleeds your keys fast and furious. Power bracelet on the floor in 1.
Now just back to pick up the Triforce, and that's all that'll be needed here.
And Bogey picking up the silver arrows here in 1. Both runners had opted to pick up some silver, or pick up wooden arrows, seeing some of the enemies that we've seen early on. Fred now with 3 Triforces out of 1, 6, and 8, with a chance to clinch this series in 2 games. Ferran, by the way, who does the winner get in this? Somebody might be sitting here wondering about this series and sitting there going, I hope I get one of the 2 runners. Who is that runner?
Well, I believe I saw it in chat earlier, but I believe the winner of this series takes on the Greenleaf effect in the round of 16.
That's going to be a spicy matchup, no matter who it is. The Greenleaf effect definitely doing a solid job inside of this tournament and having the time of his life, making it into the round of 16. Bogey hugs of fire. Looks like Bogey is going to get wrapped up into this section of this level 1 that does not have the item. And there is the white sword item. The book. Power bracelet blocked, which means there's a possibility that we don't find a level that is item blocked.
Very interesting. But now Fred has literacy. In this case, meaning that the maps for all the levels will be revealed whether or not you picked up the map in a particular level.
I think the biggest example of this is going to come out when Fred finds that level 5 that we saw from Bogey. See whether or not we wind up having a way around that wizard room of hell that was in that 5. I don't know what just happened there, but I'm assuming everything's okay.
Heart number 7 now for Fred.
Bogey's going to take that transport staircase, will not find what he's looking for. Where are these levels? I think we're still missing, what, 2, 3, and 4?
Correct, 2, 3, and 4. I know both of them were in 6, but as things were kind of happening rapidly, I didn't see where the location of it was.
Six was up towards the casino corner area. There's 2. And you can see the book working dividends. You would not think about that room to the south without that book. However, it's a red herring.
Triforce pickup at a level 1 for Bogey.
Yep, he has not gotten the power bracelet just yet, so it's going to be definitely coming back in here for a little bit more. What do you call this level 2? Name that ink blot.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm coming to the same issue that you are, and that there's no real good answer. So I think what we'll do, Farhan, is go to our old staple and just call it a cactus.
Sure, Boof and Boom's on another channel. With some consummate V's, it would be Trogdor. That's certainly a possibility.
Well, you know why Boofaboom is heavy on the cactus, right?
It gets overused, so I think I believe she allows 1 per commentary.
Well, it more has to do with the fact that the original creator of the cactus meme was the Jam Evil. As every level was considered a cactus in the early days of Shapes in the Eyes of Jam.
Yeah, the upper part looks like a periscope to something, but that's about as much as I've got.
Well, so did level 1. You notice how level 1 had that same upper periscope thing that level 2 does?
Yeah.
Which is absolutely surreal. Like, I normally look at level 2 and just try to figure out where in that shape does level 1 and level 2 come together. By the way, bogiesmalls has found level 4.
And that was power bracelet blocked.
Fred, unfortunately, taking a death and having killed some of the enemies in that room, winds up having to redo that room when he gets back to it.
Ooh, Bogey just hanging on with half a heart takes out the manhandler.
The most important thing is the fact that he did leave that room, so therefore that manhandler will forever be gone. At least it's not a Superman handle like we've seen in some of these seeds.
Yeah. When those roll up, it is anything but fun. There is the Triforce in level 2. Fred's going to leave it behind and try to look for that overworld item. Or I guess should say the main floor item in level 2 here.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's down to like 3 rooms at this point in time that it could possibly be in. It's not in this room, so we're down to 2 rooms.
Bombs everywhere.
There's the bow in 2.
Wow, there's the bow. Amazing. So now we can start firing those silver arrows.
And the only level that we still have outstanding is level 3. We've seen all the other levels so far in this game. In match number 2 of this best of 3 series. Also, important developments, the screen over here on Bogey's side. Do you see what's blocking that Triforce?
That would be a dig dogger, so recorder is required.
Now, I don't think we have seen the item inside of this level 4 just yet, so Bogey's still got more reasons to do some exploration. Now, you can see where not having the book can come into some issue for Bogey. Fred now with the bow. There's our staircase in this level 4. And that's the ladder. That's a Fred moment.
Yeah, you're bound to have one.
So recorder's going to be in 5?
Not necessarily.
Well, I want to see it. Fred about to get some bad news in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, don't go through there.
Only rooms here in 5 that with those blue whiz robes make it feel like about 37 rooms.
And the bomb upgrade 84 for +2. Oh, could this be a 2-for-1 oh gosh. Well, it's not. It's the transport staircase. Well, that's a spicy room to get the Triforce in.
Yeah. There's 6. And there's 5's Triforce for Fred. Nice clip, and there is the Coast Heart for Bogey.
Absolutely, and I am going to need you to take over for me for just a moment there, Ferran.
Okay. Not a problem. So we've got Fred, well, a little low on life and trying to work through the area just south of Death Mountain and above Vanilla 1. And Bogey working on some ropes here in 6, having both the book and the wand. And Fred opting to save and start kind of fresh here. Bogey passing on the nickel after taking out the Aquamentus. And using that wand to take out the Pulse voices as much as possible. Bomb purchase now for Fred to go up to 6. And this is a disgusting room, and Bogey takes a death from it. Okay, a small secret there for Fred. Half heart. Oh, and takes a death from the Plinko rocks. Yes, I refer to them as Plinko rocks. Because they definitely fall in that same kind of... yeah, that's... And I think I've just contributed my meme to the Z1R community. You're welcome. We've got a take any here at the last of the power bracelet spots. No, level 4 was the power bracelet spot, a couple of screens to the right of start. Or vanilla start, I should say. But we now have seen all 4. Yeah, here is level 4. Which looks kind of like a dilapidated vanilla level 2. And here's the staircase, and there's the ladder. Bogey gonna up A and give another direction here for 6.
You know what level 4 looks like?
Well, chat has already thrown a few suggestions out there. I thought it was something akin to slightly askew vanilla level 2.
You know the sport highlight?
Oh my goodness, yes.
It almost looks like that. The cortadas, I think it's called, whatever that thing is that they put the ball in. Oh, cesta, thank you.
Yeah, those wicker cestas. Oh my gosh, that's great. Never would have thought that there'd be a highlight reference in a Zelda 1 randomizer race.
Well, thank you, Shapes, for providing us with it. Have we found level 3 yet?
We have not. We have found the prices, though, of the various potions. Red for 60, looking pretty good.
I blame Fraser for me knowing anything about highlight. Not that they actually had that there, but they mentioned it once.
And now Bogey is in 2. I'm not sure what else has to be explored, but I mean, is it possible that level 3 is raft blocked?
Could even be recorder blocked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or recorder blocked. I forgot that we haven't seen what's in Recorder Lake yet.
Fred back into this level 7, which we have not seen the item of yet. And by the way, I do agree with you about Plinko rocks.
You did catch that, huh?
Yep, I caught everything that you said, and I definitely 100% agree with you. Unfortunately, those Plinko rocks always seem to fall into the 0 hole instead of the 5,000 or the 10,000 hole.
This is very true. Shoutouts to season number 50 of The Price is Right.
And not a day younger than... Oh, I was going to say something, but it's getting too late for me to make a joke at that point.
It's okay, you did the right thing to just punch out.
I love that game. The Punch-a-Bunch game?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
What do you mean you're getting rid of the $5,000 cash? Oh, you got the 10,000? Well, congratulations to you. We're gonna get to Price is Right pricing game memes now, and I love it.
Yeah, with LOZ Cards fan, a consummate commentator in this particular community, I am kind of surprised that that hasn't occurred already.
Nah, he's too busy with the press your luck whammies.
That's fair. I mean, oh, that is a mugger, and without hesitation gives one of the bombs up. Now down to a max of 9.
I want to say we saw that the first time Fred was there. I'm not 100% sure, but I almost want to say we saw that earlier.
Okay, chat noting there may have been an up and A out of that room earlier.
What's your favorite pricing game?
Ooh, you know, that's, hadn't really thought about it that much. I mean, it's fairly easy to say Plinko just because, I mean, it's probably one of the more popular ones.
Yeah, it's very iconic, that game is. And Bogey's about to get the bow.
For some weird reason, like, some of my other favorites are One Away.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I think nowadays it's Oh Mighty Sound Effects Lady, Do I Have X Number Right? You know, that sort of thing.
Sorry, I can't do a good sound of a car horn.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, Lucky Seven's another good one.
What about Hole in 1 or 2?
Can't go wrong with Hole in 1 or 2. That's the thing. There have been so many iconic games, both ones that are still with us and ones that have been retired.
Remember he used to have that skee ball one?
Yes. That is one of the ones that is retired, as we have the wooden boomerang in level 7.
Well, that was a Zong, which is another game show reference. Remember when Bob Barker was the MC and he used to, if the Showcase Showdown went long, you always mentioned about how I was going to go into the Young and the Restless.
Yes. Yeah, there was a lot of synergy with that, as that was pretty much a common 1-2 thing. Yeah, Super Ball. I feel like they got rid of that maybe in like the late 90s or early 2000s.
It didn't make it too far out of the 1990s, if it did, and I think it was because of how awkward they had to have that stage for that game. Fred's back at 8. And a note for our tracker, by the way, Kami and Rankokai, or I am having a much difficulty time today with names. But anyways, Fred does have the Triforce out of level 7. Yeah, the amount of times I've got to hear you do commentary, I guess I just never realized that you are Furon as opposed to Fearon. And I do apologize about that.
It just, people get lulled in apparently by my dulcet tones.
Well, there definitely are good tones. We're glad to have you as our commentator. I mean, I could mention about how Rick's been up for 19 hours at this point, but we don't need that in the YouTube video. So I'll shut up and we'll move on back to this race as Fred digs this level 8. What do you think we're going to find in this 8, Ferran?
Well, since I feel like it's been a little bit since chat's had to yell for Fred, I'm thinking maybe there's an any key here, especially since their keys are that high.
Oh, it's the recorder instead.
Well,
I was ready to call the commentator's curse right there. I was ready to call for it. Red candle in 5. Is level 3 here under the lake, or do we need to find a raft? I feel that music is calling out to me for some reason. I wonder why.
I'll admit I didn't hear it, and it looks like 10 hearts is enough for the... Wow, 10 hearts enough for the magical sword.
Double Fred's offensive output with that. As Bogey's about to get this Triforce out of this level 5. And Bogey's about to get this magical sword as well, so we both have the magical sword at this point. Fred back into this level 4 to get this Triforce while he is here, and then it's down to the level 3 Triforce. He's already got the Triforce out of level 7. We'll get that level 7's lit up in just a moment. Bogey and also into this level 7.
Fred, meanwhile, does have the low heart beep.
And he does have the back to start beep too. That probably is the son of a monkey right there.
Would not surprise me in the slightest.
Bogey electing to eliminate one of his bomb capacities. That puts him down to a max 7, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's it.
Welp. Yes, to answer chat, Fred did pick up the wand from the coast.
Oh, if this works, that's clever, but it doesn't. He's a little too early on that arrow throw. And there's the Triforce out of level 4. Apparently, we're having some issues with the tracker at this point.
And there's the Triforce out of 7 for Bogey. And we are being told that while the buttons are being clicked, the tracker is not responding to the clicking. The tracker program, not the tracker person. Cammy and Renikai is doing fantastic here. It's just running into some technological difficulties. Okay, yeah, now that I could hear the tune, I can definitely name it.
Good old Dr. Mario. And there are the buttons now. Fred in this level 5 will not find what he's looking for. We are looking for a raft.
I mean, by default, it has to be the second item in 8, right?
I would assume so, because of the fact that... Yeah, it has to be the level 8 item. Yes, gotta be the second item.
Yeah, we already have dug out both items in 1, 2. We've gotten 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, 5's the red candle, 6 is the Coast Heart, 7 is the wooden boomerang, and we already have the recorder out of 8 on Fred's side.
So just to explain to new viewers, what is Fred playing as?
That would be a Gibdo, the mummy-like enemy. So whenever you see a Gibdo, what would normally be a Gibdo on the screen, it'll actually be a Link sprite.
And that is one of those things that you can do with the randomizer. So if you're playing as a gorilla, they turn into links. Anytime you'd have a gorilla up on the screen, Fred just likes playing as the mummy. But that's one of the several that you can swap with. So Fred will also be doing something in regards to hunting down Ganon and trying to defeat the princess.
We'll save that for when we're a little bit closer once we get to level 9.
Yep, so Fred seeing that red candle, probably going son of a monkey again, because now he's got to go back to level 8.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
The decision for Fred to bail this 8 after getting the recorder made sense. Just unfortunate it turned out to be that he would have to come back here. Now, Bogey can catch up a little bit of time if he does pick up both of these items.
They both come to basically the same realization at the same time. Answering chat's question, do we know where level 3 is? We do not, but our hunch is that it is one of the 2 raft spots, in which case the raft would be the second item here in level 8, but we cannot confirm that.
Hopefully Bogey finds the recorders, the first item, because I have to think that finding the raft might give him reason to bail.
And they're in the same room, while now Bogey heading up here is Fred able to do a ladder clip.
So as you can see, the Link's sprites here for Fred with these Gibdos turns out not to be a movable block. There is a dig dugger in that room, and that's the recorder for Bogey. And he's thinking about it, but he's staying in.
And we know that is the right decision.
Oh, that's rude. Transport staircases takes you to those 2 rooms up there in under the L in Realm. Bogey up and A leaving.
Oh. Welp.
And I hope Bogey goes back in after he finds out that's at the level. We have found a staircase in 8. It's the second item. There is the raft. Alright, Fran, where is level 3? Is it at the coast or is it going to be here at the lake?
As much as chat would love for it to be across the world, I think it's going to be the closer one here.
Now, this race is not done and over with just yet, but Bogey needs to get this raft, not sink so much time into some of the dead areas of this level 8, and make the right decision. And of course, level 9 can still do things that level 9 does. It's the coast we're looking for.
That is my usual prognostication at work. Give the people what they want. That was my whole adage for letting people choose which of these races I was going to be calling tonight.
Well, so far you chose the right race. We have ourselves a fun hype match between these 2 runners. Level 3 now for Fred.
So wow, the white sword item and 2 levels were blocked by power bracelets and a raft in this case here.
And Fred taking a death to the Dark Nuts here in level 3.
Alright, so there's a question in chat as far as why people will leave a level after they enter and then come back in. It's I guess an advantage of a glitch in the system that's known as a pirouette. Okay, yeah, chat picking up as far as the specifics on it. So if the opposite wall is a bombable hole or a locked door, leaving and re-entering will open or unlock it.
Yeah, it's because the game seems to think that you've gone through the opposite side there, so therefore you must have already had that key or bomb wall opened up, so therefore I'm going to let you go ahead and have that door open for you for free.
So it'll save you on a key or a bomb every once in a while.
And item management is huge in these races, and Fred finds the red ring in 3, which means it's going to be the magical boomerang and the magical any key in level 9. Bogey has to figure out that the raft is on this left wing. If he goes towards the top, the head of this level 8, this is going to be time lost. Killing this Gleok seems to give me the idea that he might be thinking about checking these rooms over to the left. That will be good. Now he still needs to get back into level 4. Get that Triforce that is Dig Dogger blocked. But Fred claiming the Triforce out of this level 3, off to level 9 goes Fred. Ferran, what are we looking for?
We're looking to get back to level 9, which was in the Dead Woods, if I recall correctly. But once we get into there, we're going to be looking for a door and listening for a roar. Looking for a shutter door that does not open even after you dispatch of all of the enemies. And you're going to be listening for a roar, and that would be the roar of Ganon in an adjacent room.
There's the raft for Bogey. Now can go ahead and leave. And we're having some issues right now with the SpeedGaming side, because we're trying to switch over to Fred to get his audio, and we're unable to do so.
Well, there's what would be Ganon's room. There's the any key.
Solid find there for Fred with 2 keys remaining.
Ooh, getting hit from both ends there. And with that, here's Zelda.
Easy fight there for Fred with the magical sword.
4 quick swings and a silver arrow, and that is that.
Yeah, Fred saw no princess over on that right side, the upper right side of this level 9. And Bogey's time in this game, this tournament, slowly running out. Needs Fred to get stumbled on this, trying to find where Princess Zelda is. There's the Triforce for Bogey. Needs to get back to level 4, get that Triforce, then get into 9. I don't think that's going to happen. That door seems to give me reason to believe. That's it. We're done.
Yep, with that, GG's for fcoughlin, who is going to advance to the round of 16, taking this best-of-3 series 2 games to none, winning this game with an official race time of 74 minutes and 52 seconds.
And we'll look to see if we can't get Fred in here in a moment, but we're still having some issues. But we do have Fred with us.
Good evening. Whew.
GG's.
Wow. That was something.
There's a lot of somethings. Made a little bit easier by the pretty early white sword find.
That definitely helped out. Made the early play over there. I was just planning to run around and go try to find some stuff. And, surprise! There was a white sword. I'm like, okay, well, now I don't care about finding a wood sword cape. Let's just try to find levels.
Yep, and 3 seemed to be the elusive one, as looks like out of our 7 blocks, we had 3 of them blocking something.
That's pretty much, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, we had the book blocked, we had level 4 blocked, and we had level 3 blocked.
And then for good measure, the level 4 Triforce was blocked by a Dig Dogger.
That would make sense, yep. Just...
I don't think Bogey was happy about that level 8.
I think that was a pretty solid message sent there.
What were your thoughts when you found out that you would have, for a 3rd time, have to go back to level 8?
I was hoping I didn't miss a spot on the overworld, basically. Was kind of the major thing I was hoping for at that point. You know, and just was like, oh gosh, please tell me that the raft's in here and the raft's not in 3 and I missed it somewhere, because I almost missed the forgotten spot, for example. Trying to figure out where to go, and, you know, got lucky that I went back there. Turned out, of course, unlucky in a way, because it wasn't there at all.
Nice quick block clipping right there for Bogey. Making the path towards the north, just similar to the way that you watered this level 9.
Yeah, well, when you go into level 9, if you've already got silvers, you're just listening for Ganon, and especially coming in on that 2nd column, you kind of just want to run straight up if you can, because then you're going to catch in his case, both the L, E, and V in terms of listening for the roar of Ganon.
That makes sense. We do see Bogey taking the first transport staircase. That takes him only a few rooms away, but you can't get there from here.
Oh yeah, he didn't get much luck there, did he? Hopefully he'll take the staircase in the end that has the key, the any key in it, if he goes back that way. But he might delay that for a little bit just to try to cover more of the level.
Bogey is going to find out the location of Zelda first. And you're going to have to excuse us. We did get into a little bit of a discussion about Price is Right pricing games during this commentary.
Oh gosh, I'm afraid to ask.
Well, it all started from, I forget which of the two of you had taken to death to the falling rocks, but I'd referred to them as Plinko rocks.
I can definitely see that was me. Well, it almost certainly was me at one point. I don't know if that was the specific case you're talking about, but I could definitely see them as those Plinko rocks. I like that name.
It seemed to be widely accepted by at least Chad, who had observed it at the time, and then that just led into a whole tangent about various favorite pricing games and the like.
What's yours, Fred?
That's tough. I mean, I always loved 10 Strikes as a fun game there, and then I was always wishing for the if I ever got on though to do Hole in One, because
Hole in One or two, yep.
Yeah, or two.
10 strikes or 10 chances? Or what would be 3 strikes, that is?
10 chances what I meant to say. I was getting my games confused.
One more time.
Here's Ganon.
Fred versus TGE in the round of 16. Your thoughts on that?
Oh no.
That was a tough death there. I mean, I'm excited for this. I don't know if I've ever really played TGE in any races, but TGE, I have to say, especially from when he first started playing, he has come a very long way. And, any of these matches, like, he's given me a few of the seeds that he's had that he said, okay, you should play these seeds. And, he's been beating me on a bunch of them right now. So as I said, he is a force to be reckoned with. And he's going to be a really tough battle.
This part of the tournament, they do not come easy at all.
No, not at all. Everyone who's left is incredibly talented at this game, so... I mean, Bogey here is just a classic example of that. He's, really, strong pretty much everything. If he's in a race, he's one of the top competitors. He knows how to fight Ganon in almost any one of these rooms, just like this. Beautiful
yeah, just
kill.
like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Angrily just unloading the clip of silver arrows into the Triforce. There's the up A.
And just a few rooms away will Bogey go to finish off this race. Sad to see Bogey go, but get your GGs in the chat for your runner-up in this match in bogiesmalls. Yeah.
And there it is. 122.52 is the finishing time.
And with that, we have Bogey joining us for the post-race show.
Hey there. GG's, Fred.
Great game there, Bogey.
Yeah, it was a tough one. I totally did not route that well. The Triforce in level 8 was certainly a bit misleading, as it was, I think, the linchpin to unfolding the rest of the seed. And it was, I think I grabbed it early because I just felt very behind. And I knew when I grabbed the recorder that there was the possibility that the raft was going to be the item block in level 3, which it turned out to be, but I had to take that risk, which I don't think that would have changed anything anyways, but it is what it is.
Sounds like you and I did very similar there because I pretty much did the same thing. I saw that Triforce very early, said, "Okay, great. Yep, I'm done." And went back there when I was almost out of locations left to go on the overworld. Apparently, I'd forgotten the forgotten spot, and once I got the recorder, I did the same thing. I left, checked level 7 spot, said, "Oh, nope, it's not there. Oh, shoot, I think it's a raft spot." And as I went to beat level 4, I was like, "Oh, double shoot, I forgot the forgotten spot." So I had a brief glimmer of hope, and then washed away when it was... I don't even know if I finished checking it, but it was either a shop or a something. And I was just like, oh, okay, I have to go back to 8 again.
Yep. Yeah, I unfortunately just misroute. I mean, I can't predict these things, but just unfortunately, did not route it efficiently. I had some unfortunate deaths in the overworld, but I made a play on Northwest Death Mountain and was kind of bomb blocked and.
Oh.
That just so I had to go back to 5 twice. I didn't find 2 the first time, which had I had bow and silvers would have certainly been helpful. I didn't get to like 1 and 8 until a little bit later. So again, just I think you have a different mentality when you're looking for silvers versus getting silvers a little bit early. Just knowing that you don't have to be searching for them in level 9, but didn't pan out tonight. It was certainly a frustrating seed. I just kept on looking up. Like once 70 minutes crossed by, I'm like, okay, just done already because I felt so behind. I had like no business winning that race.
I felt like the same way. Right around the hour mark, I just kept looking over there saying, okay, is Bogey about to finish? Okay, is Bogey about to finish?
Yeah.
Same thing. Like, do I get to just like, okay, take a break so we can go play C3 out, get C3? And it was like, okay, nope.
Yep.
And in all, what I think kind of came into play for this was the fact that I think Bogey's level 1 was a little slower than Fred's. You got baited by that arm of level 1, whereas Fred got to the Lamolas and was like, nope, turning around, heading a different direction. You found the floor item, and then you found the Triforce, and that was the end of your level 1.
Yeah, well, I don't think I necessarily was choosing to do that as much as they decided for me that I was going back to start.
And I mean, we can look at this in various directions, and it's hindsight 2020. It's difficult to actually do when you're actually in the middle of the race, but definitely got to give you a lot of respect for the race that you had there, Bogey, especially with some of the tricks that you pulled off. And sad to see you go, but maybe we can see you in the commentary booth.
Yeah, absolutely. As I was saying to Fred, maybe he and I can race each other not so early on in these tournaments, but we are developing quite the rivalry here over the last couple of years between the SpeedGaming tournaments and this tournament, and it's obviously fun. Always fun racing Fred. I know. All those matches, even the round before this, right? Like the brackets round, where we were in a foursome, like those races were very challenging and fun. I think this tournament's been a lot of fun. Obviously, like you said, I'll pull a Tom Brady and join the commentary booth, but no, $375 million.
I was gonna say, Bogey, don't expect us to pay you $375 million. We might pay you 375 bits.
That works.
That's the closest we can get.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, the one of my goals for this tournament was to certainly learn a lot more about drop rooms and just trying to make my routing a lot more efficient when I'm in dungeons. Minus the fact that I full cleared like level 1 and level 2 and all that stuff. That's just the game being the game. But in terms of a lot of the logic that drives, do I dig this room? Do I skip it? A lot of things that I think is far from the front of your mind when you're a new Z1R player. I learned a lot of those things this tournament, so I think it'll be exciting to carry that knowledge forward, and looking forward to whatever's next, whether it's the SpeedGaming 2022 tournament or anything else that pops up.
Well, definitely we could say it'll be a blast having you down in Virginia if that does wind up happening. Any closing thoughts in all about this race?
No, just GG's to Fred. Good luck in the next round. Yeah, I hope you win, just so that I can say I lost to the champ again.
I'll do what I can, Bogey, but it's always a pleasure playing you. You are always, as I've been saying all along, you're one of the top runners, period. So any chance I get to play against you has been great. If you had taken our 3 matches in the 4-way there and put those as this, you'd be the one advancing because you won 2 out of 3. So, we are very evenly matched, and it's always just fun to play against you. You're definitely one of the good ones. And thank you so much for the kind words, and looking forward to the next round here.
Well, I believe with that's going to pretty well wrap things up here. Looking at the schedule. Okay, looks like due to... Oh, okay, looks like okay, Fury SK is going to be taking care of a couple of races that weren't able to make it onto the networks here, but that's going to do it for us for today. Looks like our next races are going to be coming up starting at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We've got at least 3 races on the docket between here on SpeedGaming 4 and SpeedGaming 2. Make sure to check that out in the Discord. And
we've got Random Effect and Paratroopa as the afternoon special, and then Cappy versus 8gen Game 2, and JSR getting that series started against Team Ice Steel. So a lot of great matches on the way. It's been a pleasure getting to call this one with you, Furon.
Most certainly looking forward to more here of the tournament. But yeah, for all of us here at the Speed Gaming Networks, make sure to give our runners a follow, both fcoughlin and bogiesmalls, and also show some love to the folks behind the scenes as well. Cammy and Renikai taking care of the tracking. And for my broadcast partner, Adirondack Rick, I'm Furon Burgundy saying until next time, stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. So long.